Hello, and welcome to the Spooky Chris podcast. I am your aforementioned Spooky Chris Ringler, and I welcome you for a real fun conversation with filmmaker Tyler Zickafoose. Tyler Zickafoose is well known and beloved in the mid-Michigan and Flint area. He is the head of Atomic Swan Films and has been making short films for quite a while now. He also puts on pop culture events in the area. He's kind of a food explorer, food pioneer, with his Foose on Food videos, and just a generally engaging and fun person to speak with. And I invite you to join us for this conversation. Hello, and thank you for joining me, Mr. Tyler Zickafoose. How are you?
I feel wonderful. This is like an NPR radio special.
If you could just make a donation, we can send you a t-shirt and mug.
Or a record set. A jacket.
Would you like a record set with a jacket, sir?
Yes, for $722.
Annually, for 6 years.
Fair enough.
It's a real nice jacket.
Hopefully it's like a Letterman.
It's actually David Letterman's jacket.
Fair enough. I'll take it. Take it all day long.
Well, thank you for joining me. We've been trying to wrangle this for a minute, so
this might be your number one hit, and then I'll have to come back once every quarter.
Because you're a superstar.
Kinda.
Everybody's waiting to hear the wisdom, and now it's
I'm just a broken middle-aged man. That's all this is.
Which is funny because you're in your 30s.
Late 30s. Middle-aged.
Late 30s. Oh, yeah.
37 in a row.
For our Kevin Smith fans out there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, let's just dive right in. When did you first fall in love with movies?
5 years old. It was Ghostbusters 2. I can't make this up.
Now, what was about Ghostbusters 2?
This was funny. So as a kid, I had VHS of Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2, but I preferred the second one because it was more cartoonish than the first one.
That's fair.
It's just they were superheroes without having powers.
That's fair. Did you like Vigo a lot, or did he scare you?
I didn't mind him. I hated the, what's his face? The painter.
Oh, yeah.
Worked for Dana.
Yeah.
I didn't like him because eventually he becomes that witch woman they fly off with baby Oscar when he kidnaps the kid. Yeah.
I have blocked out that movie because in my mind, it doesn't exist.
See, that's the difference, the age gap.
No, I saw it when it was in theaters. I hated it. I will always hate it. Like, it ruins it. I mean, once you see the Statue of Liberty walking, I'm like, I'm good.
Cheech Marin's in it too.
Is he?
From Cheech and Chong, he's in the second one.
I mean, so is, oh gosh, who is, because it was like, oh gosh, what's the song? Colder Than Ice, called the Ghostbusters.
Oh, that was Bobby Brown.
Yeah, Bobby Brown, yeah.
Yeah, Bobby Brown.
Like the single for it. Not nearly quite as good as Ray Parker Jr.
No, but he had a banger with that one, though. It was like the top 25 hit of 89. So,
all right, so that was the movie. Like, so what are some of your favorite movies, and why do you love it? Because you have a very unique taste, like which our tastes converge quite a bit, but like you have very unique taste. So, what are your favorite movies, and why do you love them?
Well, it's kind of like, this is where it goes all over the place. Ghostbusters 2 is just a sweetheart type of favorite. Like slasher wise, Sleepaway Camp and The Burning, because those two are, I still to this day, I think they're better than Friday the 13th. And this is where it's going to get, hateful, but it was, you weren't expecting Angela to be a boy, and it was that teenage angst. And then for The Burning, Cropsey was just an evil man, cutting kids' fingers off on the boat.
Which is funny, that's the scene that's in my head. Like Fisher Stevens, maybe.
And Jason Alexander had a full head of hair before Seinfeld.
Yeah. It's, for anyone who has not seen The Burning, it is full of very, very knowable actors. and it's very weird. Like, because I mean, and again, it's like these kind of movies are interesting because you'll like if they're shot in if the director and the people are from like New York or something, like they're pulling from probably the theater people. So all of these folks were probably I'm guessing, but in a working in the theater and stuff, and they were probably inexpensive and they're looking for work. And what if you get in a movie, you're still in a movie. Like more and more people see you and are like, oh hey. But yeah, so it's very weird seeing all of these very recognizable faces in a slasher movie.
Bunch of young kids that didn't know what they were doing.
A slasher movie that Tom Savini did effects for.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, no, it's a fun one.
And then, another favorite of mine is Jaws, because that's just a scary movie to this day.
Big fan of the Kintner boy, are you?
Poor Kittner. That poor Kittner boy. And then another one. Now, this is a kind of a deep cut. Is one of my favorite movies of all time is actually North by Northwest.
That's a banger. That's my favorite. No, it's one of my favorite. Like, I'm not a big Hitchcock person, but no, that's a banger.
It's like for Hitchcock, it would be North by Northwest and then Rear Window.
That's Rear Window's my.
Yeah, those are the two.
The sets on that are just amazing. Like, I love the sets and the way he shot it was just, that's my big.
So a lot of people doesn't know that, but yeah, North by Northwest is like probably one of the coolest suspense movies there's ever been, and I hope they never remake that.
Action scene on the face of Rushmore. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, those are good. What other? Because again, you start to get into the real weeds. Because you are game for all manner of. You are, as an adult, how I was as a kid going to the video store, where you're just like, oh, it's a cool cover, I'm gonna get that one. It's like slime monsters from
I mean, you got Killer Condom, you got Toxic Avenger.
Killer Condom's pretty fun.
There's just any of those type of. If you got a goofy name and a cool box art, why not? Why not try it for $5-10? I'm game for it. Like Dog Soldiers, when that thing came out back in the day, who doesn't love soldiers that become werewolves?
Well, it's a shame because you would have been a video store kid. You would have been like, and I mean you kind of lived through part of it, but
I got Ernest Scared Stupid from the Meyer video store when I was a kid.
I didn't.
It was still open.
I didn't even remember they had a video store.
Center Road had it. It was down there by the pharmacy and the nail salon. Down at like the south
I remember.
side.
And it's interesting. Like there was a point where VHS kind of like hit its peak where everybody was renting stuff. Like again, so anybody not in the Midwest region, Meyer is like a superstore. So they have like they're kind of like a Walmart where they have groceries and clothes and back then they had movies and TVs and a bit of everything. And so they had a section up. This one specifically, they had a section towards the front, and it was open for a while, and then they kind of like blocked it in because people were stealing so much stuff.
The entertainment section.
Yeah,
I love
like
that.
where they had like the tapes and CDs, and then the movies, and you'd go in there, and then it was closing at midnight or closing early because it'd be like, I want to go and get a movie or whatever, like I want to go. It's like, no, we closed it at 11.
And then, do you remember when some of the grocery stores also rented out movies in gas stations?
I worked at a little quick rip liquor store that rented.
Yeah.
I have I got a promo Phantom ring. I still have it somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's like a metal little ring of the symbol of the Phantom.
Good old Billy Zane.
Yeah. But no, I do. It's like, again, it was so weird. Like everybody rented because it was kind of like easy income. You'd get these because that was the point where, when initially with VHS movies, they were like $90 or whatever for these places to get them. Probably started over $100 at one point. And at that point now it was probably you could probably get like, oh hey, you can get these 10 movies for a couple $100, and then you're renting them, and it's like it's churning money. And you would back then you would have people put their credit card on your file. So if the movie doesn't come back, you just bought yourself a movie, and the movie is like a $50 movie all of a sudden. Like, oh, nobody wanted that movie for $50.
Yeah, see, like when we were a kid too, Michigan Video was still open, and they would have that yearly tent sale.
Oh yeah,
and you would be like, oh sweet, we can get 5 movies for $25.
I remember going there. This was a place, big video store, and they rented Laserdiscs. I had a friend who had a Laserdisc. Her family had a Laserdisc player and a projector TV in their basement, and I was always like, "We should go rent a Laserdisc movie. Let's go." Like we'd watch stuff in the basement, but it was like MTV and stuff. Like I wanted to watch flipping movies on their Laserdisc player, which we didn't do often. But yeah, but it was cool because they rented Laserdisc movies, and I was like, "Oh, this is great."
Laserdisc was so clean looking too. I think it looks better than most DVDs.
Yeah, it was nice. Like if you got a nice setup, it was real nice. I hooked that thing up. Like that was my excitement. I had the Star Wars box set like that they put out at one point, and like hooked up my stereo to it, so you could. And I was like listening to the ads, like in some stereo. It was like so fun. I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. Those were great days. So what? Why do you love those kind of movies? Because it kind of has an inspired kind of your own kind of path.
I guess what it is because when those guys did a lot of those movies, they didn't have money and they didn't know what they were doing. And I'm still like that. Like I'll just fund the whole movie myself, and I'm still learning because I don't know what I'm doing with half this stuff. That's the fun of it, because you learn from your past mistakes, like those guys did. Like Spielberg did Duel. And if you look at that was just a remake of Jaws is a remake of Duel.
Yeah.
Except for land and water, but
I think it still even growls at the end, like it's going off the
George Lucas did THX 1138, Star Wars remake of it technically. So, and now we got the Toxic Avenger coming up, which I think is breathtaking that they're actually remaking Toxic Avenger in a high budget format, considering that Lloyd Kaufman and them guys didn't know what they were doing with the original superhero from New Jersey.
Are you excited for the new version of what is it? What the heck is it? They're putting 3 and 4 together or something.
Oh, the Toxic Avenger, Mr. Melvin.
Yeah, it's Mr. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
2 and 3.
Was it 2 and 3?
2 and 3. I hated 3. I still hate 3 to this day. But if you watch them together, 2 and 3, it's a breathtaking movie. But it's like 6 hours long. Yeah, they're making it to Mr. Melvin, 2 and 3 put together. So it might be a better movie.
Yeah, I'm curious. I stopped. I lost interest after the first one, and then Citizen Toxie brought me back because that was pretty good. I was like, okay, this is kind of the same again. So this is pretty fun.
Alternate bad guy Toxie.
Oh, was that because I haven't seen it in ages.
Yeah, but still not as good as Toxic Crusaders, the cartoon Toxic Avenger.
Which I did not watch. I can say
you might like that.
I don't know.
It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but not. See, I'm that kid.
I don't know if I can hey everybody, let's go fight the trash monsters. We'll get you, Toxie. No way.
Well, there was a 2-headed human wolf guy, and there was a big guy that looked like Darth Vader and Shredder, and there was a girl, and there was a guy that looked like Captain America but with a machine gun, or Captain America meets Captain Planet. He was all in garbage and camo. Yeah. Go back and look at these deep cuts on YouTube. Thank God most of them's free.
I mean, it seems like it's having a resurgence for some reason, nostalgia. People are like, Toxic Crusaders.
Yeah. We just need action figures of us now.
Well, it's weird to think that in our timeline there was a Toxic Crusaders show and a Return of the Killer Tomatoes cartoon. They were both of those things, and they existed.
And those toys were banger too.
I had one of the tomatoes. Yeah, they were pretty cool. Because I was closer to adulty. I was teenager, and I had one of the tomatoes. It seems like.
But they didn't make a George Clooney action figure. That's what always upset me.
I don't know why they haven't. I assume we'll get. I've always been surprised we haven't gotten a box set of them, the movies. Because that's a great series. It is where the first one is literally the worst one. They're very fun. They're very silly and fun.
You got Killer Tomatoes, Killer Tomatoes Returned, Killer Tomatoes Strikes Back, and Killer Tomatoes Eats France.
Eats France is good.
It was
because that's when they had Skippy, and they're like Skippy.
Skippy.
They kept calling the guy Skippy.
Skippy.
Yeah, no, those are fun. But I assume we'll get a box set, a remaster, blah blah blah, once the new one is out or before.
I hope so. I really do. I hope so.
Because I think Daniel Roebuck is in it.
I seen him. He's like a commander or president or something.
That's great.
He's a nice guy too.
That's pretty great. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what it is, because it's. I mean, I hope. I wish they would use physical effects, but I'm sure they'll just be digital, and we'll see. Because I don't know. We'll see. I can't remember if they still had physical ones. I think they did in the other ones.
Yeah, they did. They also had like a puppet.
Okay, yeah.
One of them was like because the one was the evil one that could speak human.
Okay, yeah, because it's been a minute since I've seen them. I think I've Return of the Killer Tomatoes with Return to Horror High, maybe. It's like on a split.
George Clooney twofer.
Yeah, it's a split disc of both of those. So yeah, but I'm we'll see. It's fun. It's fun because people deserve to see the Killer Tomatoes stuff come back.
See, that's one. If I could pull it off, I would love to do a show where I could show off Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, because it's so good that it's bad.
I mean, it has the old drummer for Soundgarden and Pearl Jam, Matt Cameron, did Puberty Love.
Oh, that's right.
Puberty Love.
We need that on this. Put this into the podcast somehow.
Put the song?
Yeah, put the song in the beginning.
Girl, I ain't trying to get, sued.
I don't think you will. You're not making money on this, are you?
No, but I'm still. All people get is me singing Puberty Love. That's all you get. That's all you get. That's it. That's all. That's all you get.
Good time.
When did you kind of get interested in making movies?
So, I was 16. My sister would have been 13. For her birthday, she got this just cheap, silly digital camera, and we would just film stuff around the house, almost like video, just like home movies. One thing led to another. We were filming Evel Knievel like stunts in the backyard, and there were some bad ones. Like, that footage exists somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but it's somewhere. And we're like, hey, we probably could turn this into something. And my mom was like, as long as you kids don't steal nothing, break anything, just mind your own business in the backyard, you can make your basement movies. So we were kind of making our dumb stuff in the backyard.
That's fun.
I just wish I could find that footage somewhere.
We our first movies we made were, did you know what a PXL 2000?
Yes.
We had a PXL 2000, and I wanted, so anyone who wouldn't, I mean, most people wouldn't know, they kind of have had a resurgence with like the art geeks. PXLs, and it's an incredible technology, really, because it was a little camera, and you could make 5-minute movies on a cassette tape, like an audio cassette tape, that kind of style of a tape. And we did these movies, like my friends and I, and it was funny because he even figured out how to do special effects and stuff. Like, he would put like the first one we did was called Sam Hain, and it was me in his parents' basement, and I was getting tormented by a ghost, and he did like a hammer on fishing line, so it kind of flew. And like, we did a movie called Milk Zombies, which, like, we used chocolate syrup as the blood, and so I drank a lot of chocolate syrup. But no, we did a handful of those, like, and they're just lost, and it stinks because they were just really fun. It was a fun medium to shoot on. Like, I didn't really get to shoot with it. Like, I started shooting when my family got us a video camera, me a video camera. It was for the family, quote unquote, but I'm the only one to use it. And I would like run camera with that one when we'd make stuff. But PXL days were great.
That's kind of why I like cell phones now, because you could take a cell phone and film a 10-second whatever, just bull, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's footage, and you got it. Like, it's there. It exists. Just don't lose it. Like, anybody can make a movie now. Anybody can.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, it is interesting that it's become so. I mean, I had spoken with the director of Bloodsuckers of Bushwick about this, kind of like, we were talking about how, cause with everybody kind of can do that, and like, it's that kind of content's on like TikTok now and everything, but like anybody can you can do whatever. You could do that. You could do a YouTube video, like, or you can make movies and stuff. So
we love B-roll. We all like all sorts of B-roll. Just film it all.
So what was it like? Why did you want to start making movies back then?
They were just fun, and it was easy. We didn't need no money to do it. We just had a cheap little. It was like. It was like 512 megabyte card in this digital camera, and it would only make like a 3-minute movie. And we're like, hey, we could be like on the TV. And my grandma would get a kick out of this stuff we'd film, and my mom would be like, you guys are dumb. So we're like, there might be something onto this. We might be able to do something. And I just kind of stuck with it, and I'm like, all right, let's see how far this can go. And 21 years later, I'm still making dumb stuff. That's what's funny.
But that's cool.
And I've made a little bit of money on some of it. And now I'm to the point where, like, the past few movies I've made, I've been able to pay the actors.
That's cool.
And that's a big thing.
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely.
Because it used to be I could only feed them, but now they get food and get paid a little bit of money.
That's what, like, that's the only, as I say, like, when I see projects that are like, oh, we want to make a movie, pay for it. And I'm like, I mean, that's fine if you're paying other people, like, because that's where the money should be. And like, if you're taking money from someone else, yeah, it's like you got to pay folks that are involved then. So that's cool.
So it's kind of like at the shows how instead of me really selling the DVDs we make, I just ask for a donation jar. And then whatever we get donated in the jar for the event, I use that money and we divvy it out, and everybody gets the same portion.
Well, that's cool.
So even if we got like a weird number of, let's say we get like $76 and there's like 2 of us, put $4 in it and round it up, everybody gets whatever, $20 a piece if there's 4 of us. It's gas money.
Yeah, no, I mean it's I mean, most of the time, like, the ones I've done, like, it was just friends doing it with stuff because we were just doing it for fun. Like, I wasn't making any money off this. Nobody else wasn't really making any money off of anything. So, it's
just fun knowing that went from nothing to now being able to pay people even a little bit of their time.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and I think I think the barrier is the kind of level and your like what your intent is. I mean, everybody likes to kind of have fun and do this stuff and hang out with your friends and everything. And I think it gets frustrating when someone's like, oh no, I'm doing this so I can make a bunch of money. And like I'm using your time and effort and I'm going to make money. It's not, it's not as much fun then. So that's cool. What kind of camera were you guys using?
For the last one we filmed.
Like back then though.
Oh, back then it was just like, I think it was a Sony Cybershot circa 2001, 2002. Just some busted thing that I think she found it on like clearance shelf at like Meijer or Walmart back when they used to have a photo section. And she just got it from my sister and the little SD card and off we went. The sound was terrible. The video quality was terrible, but it was...
I had a camera similar where it was like, yeah, and it's
looking back at it, it's grainy. I'm like, damn, I wish we had that camera because we can make something look like early 2000s now. Now we need filters.
Which is interesting. It's interesting that those have become popularized because, and I think it's a reaction to how clean stuff looks now. And I mean, you can fudge a lot within that kind of grainy stuff instead of like, especially trying to use a digital effect or something, and it's just like, oh, that doesn't look good at all.
It's like 4K. Like I've shot in 4K on my phone, and you hook it up to a 4K TV, and it's beautiful looking. But you hook it up to a TV that's not 4K, you're like, this looks like crap. That's why I love it. Like, I figured a way how to dumb down 4K, which is obnoxiously dumb. To dumb down something you want to shoot clean. I don't.
But it's stylistic though.
It is.
That's
because when everybody was shooting in 1080, I was figuring a way to dumb it down to 720.
Now, what are some of the other, before you kind of had a second kind of career with filmmaking, what other kind of stuff were you making?
Zines. That's a big one. I've been making those off and on since I was a teenager too. It's funny. I can't write a movie worth a damn, but I can make a good zine. I don't understand that.
Muppet Buttholes.
I'm tempted to bring that back, figuring out a way to bring it back.
Now's the time for the Muppet Buttholes to return.
I haven't made one since 2012.
See?
13 13 years, or I might have to do it till next year, 14-year anniversary.
People crave the Muppet Buttholes.
And then you got to bring back one of your old zines. What was that one that you were known for?
I wasn't really known for anything.
You had that one.
But
cool
I mean, I
one.
wasn't known for anything. But like, we did the Eyes of Benny Bromstein.
That's it. I like that one. I think I got a couple copies of that somewhere.
I've got a whole stack over there. So I've got a whole mess of them.
So when I bring back the Zine Fest, you might have to come back with it.
It'll be just probably a solo song of Benny Bromstein. But yeah, you never know.
Or bring something in with the Meep Sheep. Make a Meep Sheep zine.
Then it'd have because that would be. I feel like there's only one story that exists outside of anything anyone's ever read. It's part of the continuity, but no one. It was just I wrote it for a friend, and like that's the only thing, and it's so everything else is kind of out in the world. So
okay, so we got some deep cuts that could come, but probably not.
No, I don't even know if I can't remember if I hand wrote that or what, but people back in the day used to get like personal stories.
See, that's why we do it. There's some of that lost media out there. This is why we're doing this. We don't want this to get lost one day.
Oh, it's already it's already lost. It's gone. It's long gone. Okay, so you are kind of the head of Atomic Swan Films now, but like this was a company started by our friend Charles.
Yep.
That you worked with him on that. Tell us kind of like your kind of what Atomic Swan Films was, because it evolved. It is a different thing now. But like before you were at the head of it, what kind of was?
Charles was he was a brilliant man. He had it all figured out. He went to school at Kettering, took a business class. And he had a film background from when he went out to California and he went to Hawaii and that. He was just making short films. And I remember I applied via Craigslist. He had a spot looking for actors. And I'm like, all right, let's see what this is. And all it was like a proof of concept for a film he wanted to do. And we did that. And he then hired me on as one of the 3 main actors. And the idea originally of Atomic Swan Films was to just originally make short films. And then one thing led to another, and he started doing shows like the Rockabilly, and there was a Zine Fest. And then that evolved into like Atomic Swan Films eventually became like an umbrella. And there's all these offshoots of Atomic Swan Films now. There's Foose Films, there's Basement Cinema. We still make movies, and Charles's movies still live on, and it's something that I think he would have loved to have seen this. He wouldn't believe it, but he would love to have seen this.
He would have been proud.
And what's funny about it too is he was a man that did not believe in merch whatsoever. He's like, we would never be able to make anything off of like jackets or hats or cups or stickers, and somehow I managed to make all of that and more, which is funny.
There's and what I'll get into that. So Charles Shaver had started Atomic Swan. He was a filmmaker from the Flint area. Well, in the Flint area.
Yeah, he was born in Flint. They moved out to California when he was a little guy. Raised out in California. Lived in Hawaii. Came back around 2000 and I think it was 8. And then 2010 is when Atomic Swan Films was born. Yeah,
and I think he died about 10 years ago, a little more.
Yeah, he died in 2015.
15, okay.
December of 15, and yeah.
So all right, so when did you kind of come to the decision to carry on Atomic Swan?
I kind of had to, because Charles had that vision of it, didn't want it to die, and I'm like, I kind of knew what the plan was, but I have to kind of tweak it a little bit because I know he had a bunch of movies he wanted to make and all that. And
yeah, I still have Tinker Toy, the script, in my files somewhere.
I have that too, and I know of a way how to do it now. I just got to get time to do it. I would love to make it animated. We never got to make an animated movie. And
oh, wow.
And what's weird about this is I'm on the fence with AI. If it's done and tasteful, I'm fine with it. I think we can AI a animated movie and use Tinker Toy to do it. I think it would look cool, but I don't know. That's the problem. Like, I don't want to. That was probably Charles's. That he really wanted to do that. I would love to do it, but I don't want to do it at injustice.
Yeah. That's fair.
But I think we're almost there where we could do it and make it look cool.
That's fun. Yeah, I remember there was like a handful of scripts that he didn't get to do.
He wanted to do a Michigan Dog Man.
Oh, yep, I remember that.
He wanted to do the Tarot Manifest. Do you remember that?
No.
There was going to be a vampire, a werewolf, a witch, and a monster movie, like a Frankenstein. And he wanted to make them like Universal monsters. And I still have that, and I'm like, I don't know how to do it. Like, he was having a hell of a time figuring out how to do it, and I'm like, maybe one day. And then he had Operation Trinity. He wanted to do like a Mad Max, Fallout, post-apocalyptic movie based on 3 short stories. I'm like, well, we could almost do that. We're almost there. We're almost there on that. But I hope not. But so he has movies in the can, and I'm like, when we can figure it out, we'll do those. And in the meantime, I just got a bunch of goofy ideas in my head. I'm like, let's just continue on with it. Let's do it. Let's make those low budget, no budget movies I think he would have got a kick out of. And so that's why we still do it.
I remember the first time the 3 of us, I think, really hung out. We hung out at his place and watched Pink Angels?
The Pink Angels.
And we're talking about, at that time, it was when there was this quote-unquote serial stabber in Flint, Abulazan. I can't remember his...
That seems correct. He was going around slashing people in Flint.
Yeah, and he was a serial slasher. And I remember you and Charles were trying to spitball names before they knew who he was. And you're trying to spitball names for...
The Flint City Ripper,
yeah.
The Flint Town Ripper, the Flint Face Slasher, the Flint Slasher.
I remember, because I remember that thing, and he was very passionate about Pink Angels.
Pink Angels is you go back and watch that. It's a great motorcycle movie.
I can't say I ever got into the motorcycle genre, but it's fun. It's fun.
One of the best ones was werewolves on motorcycles. A bunch of bikers turned into werewolves.
Yeah, I always see people, and I love the helmets for Psychomania, and I'm like, I just hate the movie. I hate it.
I get it. It's just a fun little movie. Wasn't there that one like Wild Zeros? Wasn't that technically a motorcycle movie?
I guess. I mean, maybe.
That's a fun one.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's got Guitar Wolf and
zombies
and Bass Wolf, and it's got them in it. And it's got like they destroy a UFO with a guitar, and
see, it's a fun biker movie.
Yeah. So okay. So all right.
See?
So that's a rare.
See?
Does Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5 count?
I hate that movie.
There's a motorcycle scene.
Does 2001 Maniacs count with Robert Englund?
That doesn't count for anything.
That has a motorcycle in it. Oh God, I can't believe I watched that.
Terminator 2.
That's a good motorcycle movie.
Yeah. See. All right. See, we found common ground.
There you go.
All right. We have solved the
Captain America. He had a motorcycle.
Yeah. I guess
those were all good.
Yeah.
Steve Rogers, captain.
I'm all right. I'm here for that. So kind of, what have you? So when did Atomic Swan return in earnest?
Well, so 2015 was a weird year. So my mom passed away in September of 15. Charles died December of 15. I was in the process of making a movie earlier that year when my mom got sick. And then she passed away, and nobody wanted me to do anything. They just said, you need time to relax. I said, no, I need to make a movie. And then Charles got real sick, and his last movie he made was Killer Raccoon Fish.
I didn't know he was involved with it.
He was in the original Killer Raccoon Fish. His character was Cooter. He was in that.
I guess I don't remember.
He's the hillbilly.
I guess I remember.
So that was a movie that didn't get released until after my mom had passed away and he had passed away. And I'm like, he had a hell of a time on that set. because we filmed it over like 4 or 5 days, and he just loved that thing. So Killer Raccoon Fish in 3D was going to be the first Foose film in association with Atomic Swan Films. And then I just decided that, hey, might as well just let this be the unofficial reboot to Atomic Swan Films and have kind of a new logo, kind of a new font, do something that Charles would have liked. And then from there, I just started making a bunch of short movies.
So you're almost 10 years into the rebirth.
Yeah, and I've every day this is kind of bothers me, and it does. I've thought about it every day. I open up a computer. I've done Atomic Swan Films longer than Charles got to.
That is, yeah. That's
he never got to, and that's it. I'm not saying it bothers me. It's just he gave me a rough outline, and I had to finish it somehow, and it's still going. So that's what I'm kind of proud about. So I got to keep it going and doing the stuff we do, and get to do the film fest and the conventions and the horror shows and all that stuff. So that's another thing I'm kind of proud about. This is a low key thing. Is Charles always made something for the Flint Horror Cons. He always made a new short film for it. So when he passed away, and then there was the Flint Freak Out and the other Flint showcases.
Flint Film Fright Fest.
Yeah, and I decided that I'm like, all right, I will make a short for every one of those. So I kind of let that tradition go. Like for this year, I made 1 and technically 2, but 1 was not meant for it, and the other one was like, let's just throw it in there. Let's see if Chris likes it. So
now, so your magnum opus now is the Killer Raccoon Fish series. You're 3 in.
3 in, and
yeah, 4 to go.
That was gonna be my cinematic universe. I still have it mapped out. Killer Raccoon Fish in 3D, and then Radioactive Skunk, and then Night of the Werebeaver, and I want to do Son of Killer Raccoon Fish, and then I want to do Battle of the Flint Monsters somehow. I haven't figured out the title for that though. I want to make like an end game, if you will, of all the characters and have them battle all these living monsters. I also want to do Attack of the 6-foot-tall squirrel too. I've had the suit for like 8 years. I just can't figure out how to do it. But once again, I have AI now, and I'm like, all right, let's see if we can do it. So I don't know.
Like, if you have a suit, what's there to figure it out, man?
Can you climb a tree? I can't climb a tree. We're getting old for that.
Get a ladder.
No, I want somebody to scurry up a tree. Wouldn't that be great? A rabid squirrel with superpowers, and it can scurry up a tree.
Find a tree that's fallen over and shoot it.
I shoot it sideways like Batman. I guess I could figure that out. And then, now here's a funny one. A good friend of me and Charles's was John Benjamin of Anarchy. And you might not even know this, but John was a creator of a film series called Executioner's Tale.
Yeah.
Well, I've already filmed some of Executioner's Tale Part 11.
I was to say, like, the series that, like, every two episodes, it's like, this is the finale. This is the last one. Yeah. He's like the Kiss of filmmakers.
I got to rent the rights for $1, and I've been filming at Executioner's Tale 11. Oh, God. Does that blow your mind a little bit?
So, for those who are not of this area, John Benjamin's very talented filmmaker, great guy, and Executioner's Tale is his loving homage to the women in prison films and kind of that subgenre. So,
and I swear to it, I've got it figured out. My version's different, so it's going to be not women in distress, it's men in distress this time. And the women are killing the guys.
That's pretty fun.
There's going to be 4 kills in the entire movie. And spoiler alert, none of them are women. That's a first.
That's fun.
Yeah, so Executioner's Tale 11 will probably be coming out in 2026.
Is he going to be one of the victims?
No.
Oh.
No, because
that would be ironic.
So this is why it's funny. 10 is finished. It's going to be released. I started 11. He wants to now go and make a 12 after he said he was done.
He can't help himself. I mean, I think he has a lot of fun, and I mean, it helps. So he rents space in a building. I'm not going to say where. In a building in Flint, that is in the middle of being like kind of redone. And, you know, before they open it up again, they're kind of like, just keep paying us rent and you can still have your studio here. And it has given you guys this, like, an amazing set, like, for all of these movies you've made.
So this came up in conversation last weekend. We were trying to figure out how many movies have been filmed in there. He's done 6. I've technically done 15. And that's even the ones that, like, there was one day I made 4 short films in a single day.
That's hilarious.
And he was very upset. He was like, "What's wrong with you?" He's like, "How can you do 4 in a day?" I'm like, "Watch this." There's like a 3-minute one, a 5-minute one, a 10-minute one, and like a 7-minute one. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it though, because it's space to film stuff, and, you know, much like events, it's a hard commodity to find, and it's a very unique space.
But I will say there are some places in this building I will not film in because it's haunted as hell.
I would film there all day then. All day.
The basement and the sub-basement, don't go in there.
I've never seen them.
One night, you want to have a tour?
I mean, duh.
Oh, okay then. Well, we'll give you a deep guided tour because you only know some of it.
Yes.
All right.
I've rented the place. Haven't seen all that. People had sex on my dime at that building.
When you see the sub basement, you're gonna be like, "Nope, it looks like the Blair Witch building."
I'm in.
Bring a flashlight.
I'll bring a flashlight.
Giggity giggity. Now for our sponsors.
No, I would. That would be fantastic. I'm all in.
Well, we'll figure out a Friday night or a Saturday night, and you just come on down. You don't even have to knock, and we'll just let you in, and we'll give you the guided tour.
And I'll never be seen again.
You will be. You just ain't gonna come out the same. That's a spooky place. It's been getting worse since the renovations.
I'm all in.
One of the rooms, you know there's somebody watching you. You can feel it. You know there's somebody watching you, and screws and nails will drop at your feet. And I'm not.
I mean, have I ever told? See this? I don't. I'm gonna go off a little blue. I never ever get lewd on my podcast. But have you ever told him my super secret move to get rid of monsters?
No, what's that?
You masturbate at them to shame them. Do that.
No,
Ghosts
not there.
Ghosts don't want to watch that.
Not there.
Oh, I guarantee they're gonna
not
be like,
there.
They're just gonna be like, no.
Do you think one of those old guys are just gonna like?
Do you think they're gonna pull up a chair and say, "Carry on"?
I bet you they would.
Show me what you got.
I bet you yes. We ain't fornicating in that building. Whatever happened to those people that fornicated the building? Are they still alive? They could be dead.
I don't know. They were found by Ted, so who knows?
I guess Ted's still alive. So.
Yeah, so he lives in my neighborhood. So.
Oh wow. Can we go ask for treats?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay, so and it's all right. So it's been interesting too. Before I kind of get into another like a follow up, you like much like kind of Charles, like made the regular short film stuff, but then he had like his like the YouTube series that you guys did, like your comedy series. So you have a very diversified. Like you even did your comedy videos, like you did the comedy
album,
Bagel,
Lady Bagels by Zickafoose.
Yeah, Lady Bagels. But you have done a very diversified kind of projects and you have a 3-disc magnum opus like haunt investigation, and you've done these short films. You've done all manner, and you kind of do your own. You do events as well, which I'll get into later, but. So what is it? Just kind of keeping things interesting?
I have a very creative mind, and that's probably comes from like I say I have a child at mind type of mentality. Sometimes like I'll go into a store and want to look down the toy aisle, and I'm like, we might be able to make that into a movie somehow. Or I'll watch or read a comic book, and I'm like, you just got to be on your toes. Just make what comes to you. Film what you can write, or write what you can film, and then just film what is just fun. What you think somebody might like a smorgasbord. Like, you know, somebody might like mashed potatoes. Somebody might hate ham. I just want to make the movies that I know somebody's out there gonna like.
So tell me about your aesthetic and your inspiration as a filmmaker.
Oh, aesthetics, kind of Twilight Zone-ish. Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side, just kind of just short, and they could be comedy, because Night Gallery, there was a couple comedy things in Night Gallery, the little 1 and 2. When was the last time you saw Night Gallery?
Oh, it's been a minute.
So some of that stuff was like comedy or horror, and it was like 1 or 2 minute long. And
yeah, those. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now that you're, so Night Gallery, for anybody hadn't ever seen it, it was Rod Serling's series after his follow-up series. He had a little longer hair, still got the cigarette, and it was him he was do the intros in like a weird gallery, and it'd show like a creepy painting, and then it'd show usually 2 shorts. Mm-hmm. And one would be long, and then there'd be like a shorter one where it'd be, you know, like someone going to the dentist and it's a vampire, you know, just like a weird, like very short hit, like, oh, and like a zinger kind of a thing.
And I'm like, well, comedy and horror kind of works, and action and horror works, or I'm like, you can make anything horror, and I think it would work. I like making shorts. They're just easier to do because you can do more of them. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If it works, it works. That's how I see it.
Because I know you have fancied yourself as Flint's Lloyd.
Yeah, I can, or Roger Corman, if you will. But I'm not turning the AC off. I can't do that to poor little Ronnie Howard.
I guess I don't know that
story. You
story.
Don't know that story?
No.
Ron Howard worked for Roger Corman. Roger Corman never had the AC on. Well, one day, Roger Corman was in the office, so Ron Howard had the AC cranked all the way up. Not realizing Roger was outside, he came in there, he turned the AC down, and he said, "Kid, never turn that on ever again. We got a movie we got to make."
Well, at least I guess he didn't fire him, so I guess there's that. So tell me, so get into like more about some of the films you've made. Like, 'cause again, you've made a whole heap of them.
I've made a zombie film called 357, an experimental film called, originally, I had a movie called Split that came out the same year as an M. Night Shyamalan movie called Split. I'm like, well, I got to rename it. So that was called Experiment 7734, which is hell backwards. I hate the title for it, but it was shot with 4 cameras going on at the same time.
Oh, that's fun.
I've done a documentary for the city of Swartz Creek, Michigan, what the ghost haunt. That's about the truest thing I've ever done. And then, you know, the killer raccoon fish, radioactive skunk. I made one based on John Benjamin, and he's watching over his place, and it's called The Night Crew. So he's got to watch over the building. The 2 newest ones was one that had been in the making for 15 years called The Midnight Lights. I could never figure out how to do it, and I have about 15 years worth of assorted footage of different versions of that movie.
Oh, wow.
And I woke up one day, I went to work. While at work, I'm like, I know how to do it. So then over the next 2 months, I filmed it, and it finally came out this year. And it's I think it's one of my better shot, beautifully done movies, but we'll find out.
Well, that's cool. Like, I appreciate that you're always making something. It seems like you're always in the middle of one of the projects.
Well, the other one I just did like a month ago, that's called Don't Be Late Part 2. I filmed, shot, edited all of that in 18 hours.
Holy cow.
And you can't tell. It's shot very wonderfully. It's color corrected properly. The sound is a little off, but that was what we had to deal with. But other than that, it was my own personal 24-hour movie. and it's like 15 minutes long.
That's cool. What do you what do you use to do your editing and everything on?
Well, so this is the beauty of this. It's just whatever editing program I feel like using at the time. So I've used everything from Vegas to Windows Movie Maker.
I love Movie Maker.
I will tell you, it's the easiest thing you could ever figure out.
Absolutely. I didn't do anything that needed that much fooling around with, so I was mainly putting it together. But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I have an old version of Adobe. I would love to get a new version of Adobe, but it would take me years to figure that out. So I got this weird little program on my phone you can edit movies with.
Oh, CapCut or something else?
Yeah. And it's kind of solid. I don't know if I trust it yet, but it's pretty solid.
I just a couple months ago I saw an ad, and it's like for $60 or $50 you get like X amount of hundreds of sound effects, and I totally got one of those.
I bought that too.
I'm like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do, like something, and it's like creaky stair, and they're not amazing, but it's not bad.
There's a lightning strike on there that's pretty dope. It sounds like old, like Lon Chaney, like you expect him to come out.
Like, yeah, so I have to find a reason to.
I'm cheap, mainly.
I mean, that stuff. I mean, it's a sound effects, man. It's like it works perfectly.
You got a sound effect right here. Hit a sound effect.
What sound effect?
I like that. The little soundboard.
It comes with. There's more. You
got a fart one for Leslie Nielsen?
No. I just well, I'll save the other one for the end.
Okay.
So you don't just make movies. You're kind of you do these kind of fun pop culture events in the area. Like, how did you get started with that? And kind of what's your mindset with those?
You want to know the big one? Is I really miss the Flint Horror Con every year. The Monster Marketplace, I missed that.
You and I both.
All right, I missed those bigger shows. I didn't care if there were celebrities there or not. I just missed those, and I'm like, let's see if I can try to do something, because I did a couple of the Zine Fest by myself. I did a kids art show, so then that's when it was last year. I'm like, I got a better tax refund. Let's rent a hall and see what I can do.
That's how the horror convention got started, was a tax refund.
So Clash in the Creek was because I rented out the Masonic Temple in Swartz Creek. I'm like, I can't have no celebrities, so let's just treat all the vendors like they're a celebrity. Like everybody's equal. So, and this is where it's really weird too. So all I did was, I didn't charge an admission, but like table space paid for the building. So we were all in this together as one. So like, I knew if I failed them, we were all failing together. We didn't fail. And then Clash of the Creek 2 was this past April. We had a good turnout. We didn't fail it. And now, in about 2 months' time, we're going to do the Secret Clash.
It's a secret clash.
The Secret Clash. You saw the poster, didn't you?
No.
I'll show it to you later. We're doing that October 25th. Which is before Halloween, and it'll be my last show of the year, and it'll be your last time to also buy Halloween and Christmas gifts. But we're going to do, the past 2 shows, we've had about 20, 25 vendors. This one is going to have at least 40, if not 50.
Wow. That's cool.
And we're all in this together, and we're all going to be the local celebrities. And if you get to it, you will be the official local celebrity of this show. You're going to be the one with the clout.
I do appreciate that you have a better feel for how to do these things then, because like I've seen some recently where it's like a 4-hour show and they want like $40 or $50, and it's like, baby, like who's gonna make that money?
So this year's show, all the vendors, it's all equal, no admission, but table space for an 8-foot spot is $25. And all the vendors, that helps pay for the venue, insurance.
Oh, do you have to get insurance?
I'm getting it. You don't know what's going to happen. I don't want nothing to happen to this building.
Oh.
I'm paying for the insurance just in case. I'm not saying, but it's just a just in case. And then that pays for everybody gets snacks, pop throughout the day. And I want to make sure people can come and spend money on the vendors as opposed to spend money just to get in.
That was always my ethos with the convention. It's just it's a great idea. It just I never made it work. So I'm glad you're well, though we charged a little bit of money, but not much.
And it was reasonable, like $5 or $10.
It's $10, yeah.
But like there's other shows like in Detroit Way that's $50, $60 for one day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no, even if I had a celebrity or something, I'm not charging that.
Yeah, our last convention had like a whole bunch of people, Christine and Green Goblin. It was $10 to get in, so
like it can be done. I don't know why people's got to be greedy about this.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wasn't the brightest financial, like that's why we didn't carry on, is because but I had 2 flights that had to change, and that's like, that was about an extra $1,000, like between those 2 things. So that,
I've contacted a few celebrities and they're not much. If I could pull it off, I would gladly have a celebrity and still try to figure out how to even charge like a $2 admission. I think I could do it. So we'll see. Maybe next year for 2026.
Never know. So what, what do you get out of doing the shows? Like what do you like doing? Why do you like doing them?
It kind of gives me peace of mind that there's stuff that's still going on. Like, it's kind of like the Joe Bob Briggs, how he says that the theater will never die. I just don't want shows to die. I don't want the art to die. I want somebody to do stuff still. And I'm like, well, if I can do it with a bunch of heathens, let's do it. I want to just have fun. And even if somebody that can't afford to come to like a big show with free admission and they just want to come and see something, I'd rather have them to have that than not be able to do nothing. Stuff's getting expensive.
Oh yeah, no, that's for sure.
If somebody can have a free time on my dime, I'd rather them to have a free time on my dime.
That's cool. So you have a social account called Foose on Food.
Yes.
Tell me about Foose on Food.
Well, that was made during the pandemic at work. Originally it was I created it at work. It was called Food Poker. It was to take a picture to see what your dinner was the night before, and we'd compare it with other people's dinners, like a competition. And then then Foose on Food was a spin-off of Food Poker, where I just eat outrageous and drink outrageous things, such as dog drool pop and pickle balls and sardines. I hate sardines. I hate fish. Or drinking bottles of A1 hot sauce or A1 steak sauce.
Oh, yes, I didn't see you do that. But yeah, I
got a new one in the phone I got to upload today. Speedway has cherry Slurpee flavored Twinkies.
Interesting.
Do you like cherry Slurpees?
Yeah.
Do you like Twinkies?
I don't know that I'd like them together. They're friends that don't need to meet.
It tastes just like the cherry Slurpee, but in cake form.
But half the fun is the kind of like the slush.
I want to eat the slush.
Oh, I don't want the slush in it.
That's what I'm saying. So some people are gonna have a texture issue, like. And I got
Does
another.
It have the slush in it?
Kinda.
Oh no.
So I guess I could say this now. There's nothing wrong with this, but there's gonna be a spinoff of Foose on Food.
Yeah.
What is one food that you cannot stand?
I mean, I could make a whole. I don't know.
Is there like something like? Is there like cream corn or green beans or something?
I just don't eat the stuff I don't want to eat, so I don't know.
So here's my idea. It's called Defeat Your Fears. What you have to do is you don't have to eat what you don't like. You have to step in it. Defeat your fears.
That's like barefoot or just like in a shoe?
No, barefoot. Like your bowl. Like if you don't like Fruit Loops, you gotta stick your foot in a bowl of Fruit Loops. And we're not gonna waste the food, because whatever food we use, I will then take another whole unused portion and donate to the food bank.
Okay.
So
I was like, you're not gonna eat.
No. So like let's say somebody doesn't like bologna or whatever, I would get like how much, like $10 worth of bologna. I would then take $10 worth of food and donate it to the food bank. So it's kind of a good cause, but at the same time, somebody will like the stupidity of it.
Step on that bologna.
Yeah. Do you like bologna?
I don't hate it. I don't have any. I'm indifferent to it.
Cottage cheese.
Never had it.
Baked beans.
I'm not. Don't eat it. I had it.
Stovetop stuffing.
Ooh, it's good.
See, you would like that, but like imagine somebody stepping in it.
I mean, that alone is kind of gross, but
Green bean casserole.
just don't eat it. Mandy loves it.
I don't like it either. Like, I don't like tuna fish, but somebody's going to step in it.
You realize that you could probably take the same content and put it on a site and charge people to see this because it's kind of fetishy.
But I'm not going to, because it's going to be defeat your fears. And we're going to give some money to the food bank of the mid-Michigan area.
I'd say
Well, we can try it, I guess. I'm a very creative type. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I am not poking holes in your balloon.
Let me see what your feet look like, Chris.
No. What the Go on.
It's funny, right?
You can go on Only Feet.
It's not, no.
Pay me.
Defeat your fears. So Fusan Food was just me eating goofy stuff, and now it's going to eclipse into me eating stupid stuff while stepping in stupid stuff.
Oh, this is going to be fascinating.
It is, and I feel like we're going to get a bunch of good hits. Listen, I'm trying to get us so we don't have to work anymore. If I can get Netflix to buy this, I will make sure.
It's going to be famous people. It's going to be like
what
the Dalai Lama doesn't like, green bean casserole.
No,
so.
I'm thinking like Scarlett Johansson doesn't like goulash, so she steps in it. I love goulash, but I don't know if I could stand Scarlett Johansson stepping in it.
Would you feel sad?
I would a little bit. Black Widow stepping in goulash. See? Doesn't make you think a little? It makes you think, right?
I don't know what it does to me. It's weird.
Does it make you icky a little bit?
It's just fun. I don't know.
It's phenomenal, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
There has never been a better idea.
So if we pull this off correctly, we might do a live interpretation during the art walk next year.
You could do art.
See?
Get some canvases, and then you just spray it with whatever and then you sell them.
Mashed potatoes with a footprint.
This is something. The next art walk or the next year art walk?
I'm thinking next year.
Okay,
because next month is September, and then October. I mean, I'm not going to do it this year. Got to do it for next year. Big build up.
That's fair. You got to roll out the promotion.
I do have 15 feet lined up, though. That's the weird part. I have 15 people to agree to step in assorted stuff.
What's the weirdest thing that someone or like?
Jell-O is a big one they want to step in. Like, she doesn't like Jell-O. The one girl does not like Jell-O, so she's going to step in it. And the other girl does not like cottage cheese and pineapple. And I got somebody that's going to step in baked beans, cream corn. Spam's another big one. He will not eat Spam, but he'll step in.
Cooked or uncooked Spam?
Uncooked. And I love Spam. And they're like, what are you going to step in? I said, well, if it comes down to it, I will take suggestions as to what I should step in.
Liver.
I hate liver, but I'd step in it.
And that would be a real gross one.
Cooked or uncooked?
I guess it's dealer's choice, but uncooked would be I guess, no, you know what, though? It should be whatever you would eat it as. Because uncooked, you're not going to eat uncooked liver. Someone might eat cooked liver, so it would have to be cooked, I guess.
So, like, if somebody, let's say they hated cooked liver and onions, I would step in it. Yeah. I don't got no shame.
Yeah, there you go.
Quick.
It would be less gross than stepping in just, like, raw liver.
Yeah, I guess. So that's next year's big thing. So we got a couple big movies and Defeat Your Fears coming out.
Okay, so this has been amazing. But so how can people track you down and your stuff down? How can they find you?
Fusan Food on YouTube, Atomic Swan TV on YouTube. You can find me, Tyler Zickafoose, on Facebook, Instagram, I think X. I think I'm on X. I'm not for sure.
I am Blue Sky.
I'm not on Blue Sky.
Are you on the TikToks?
Yeah, I am on TikTok. You can find, I think it's both Fusan Food and my name, Tyler Zickafoose, on TikTok.
You are everywhere people want to be. What's your website?
I don't have a website, which is funny. I don't.
Interesting.
We had Atomic Swan Films, and it elapsed right before Charles passed away.
Oh.
And I don't know what I couldn't domain it. So we don't have a http dot www. We don't have that.
I had it for Meep Sheep, and I let it go, and it turned into a weird porn site.
See, I'm so glad. I just let it lapse. Or he let it lapse, and I'm just, it's okay. It's legit.
But Atomic Swan has on YouTube.
Yeah,
though.
Atomic Swan TV on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the Atomic Swan. You see some shorts on there. You're going to see some new remastered Rats episodes here coming up shortly. Yeah. Foos on Food is just it's going to be a big ooge hit.
That's the moneymaker right there.
I'm trying to get you some money, Chris. I don't want you to work for the rest of your life.
You're gonna take care of me. I'm gonna be your.
You're one of the ones that if YouTube calls us calling, you don't have to work again. Okay. YouTube and Netflix calls us. We're making bank, son.
I'm not even involved in any of this. What am I gonna be?
You've been there since the beginning of Atomic Swan.
Well, I guess.
And you've always took care of me, and I've always tried to take care of you by proxy.
Well, all right. I guess if Tubi calls me looking for the next big series,
I would take Tubi. If we get dirty Tubi money, we're done.
Dirty Fox Tubi money.
If we got Disney money, oh boy,
they'd cancel us in one season.
I doubt it.
That's all that Disney does.
What do you think? Do you think Alien Earth is going to be one season only? That is great.
It is great. No, it is great. But I mean, you're gonna do some Alien Earth over here?
Maybe.
You're gonna put an eyeball monster in a cat?
Cat's butthole.
Oh,
Muppet butthole. See, pays for itself.
Muppets don't have a home. You could maybe you make the Muppet Buttholes movie.
Give me Grover. Give me Rolf. Give me Kermit, a Big Bird, and maybe a Scooter.
What about the big guy too, though? Like the big furry guy.
And Guy Smiley. I'll take Guy Smiley. Like if Kevin Feige was to call me and say, you got to make an Avengers movie based on the Muppets, I'm taking these 6.
What about Sam?
Maybe in the sequel.
Sam pops in, Sam Eagle.
Because I'm then going to want select members from
Fraggle
Rock. And then I'll also want select members from the Dark Crystal.
Oh.
Labyrinth. See, I'm going to build myself up to the Muppet cinematic universe.
They'll be the Dark Muppets,
like the Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What we're teasing right now is Big Bird is Doctor Doom. That's what the big tease is.
Oh God, I'd love to see him in the mask.
Wouldn't that be great? Or Gonzo in the mask.
I could see Gonzo. I could see that.
Or
what about Scooter?
Grover is the Incredible Hulk. See?
Scooter'd be the villain because he's always like okay, Kermit, like I'll run the show, and he like runs everything, and he's secretly frustrated.
Or Animal as a Hulk.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, Kevin, call me if you're listening to this. I will take it.
Oh, what about Animal as Wolverine?
See?
Because he's always in berserker mode.
That's the best thing ever, right? Muppets and Marvel.
How have they not? Interesting. I wonder.
Give me credit if somebody makes this happen. Just give me the credit. I will write 37 movies to get to this point. I know how to do it. I know exactly how to do it.
And with that, I thank you, Tyler Zickafoose, for making some time and coming on the podcast.
It's been a pleasure. I want to do this again.
I mean, I will have you back. I promise.
Every quarter.
Every quarter. Just talk about foos on feet.
Yes.
Thank you. I want to thank Tyler Zickafoose for this great conversation. It was fantastic. Had a great time talking to him. I've known Tyler for a great many years now, and he is genuinely a very like this big-hearted, big imagination person, and our area is lucky to have him. And I think as he gets kind of more out into the world with his work, I think the world will learn to love him as much as we do. And like you said, you can find him online, Atomic Swan Films, Foos on Food, Foos Films, and just look up Tyler Zickafoose. And I thank you for another fun episode. You can find my podcasts, all the episodes, all of my blogs, all of my movie reviews, all of my links to my books, at spookychris.com, and I invite you to come along next time. Thanks and take care.